第26集，牛顿遇到苹果。飞了。
Meng Meng, are you doing the exercises I asked you to do, or are you just playing?
哦，气球真的太好玩了，克里斯博士。不过我的确也做了练习。
Ah, great work. Let's have a look. Oh, I see. You've drawn 2 objects and 2 forces, the balloon and the air, and you've drawn 2 force arrows, one on the balloon and one on the air.
是的，克里斯博士，箭头的大小一样，但指的方向相反，就跟牛顿第3定律告诉我们的一样。
Clever koala. And since the force arrows point in opposite directions, the balloon and the air move away from each other. And zoom!
飞喽，我们接着玩吧。
Hold on, Meng Meng. Did you forget the other task I gave the children? I asked them to draw me a picture of the force arrows on the soccer ball and the foot. Here's the one that I drew. Do you like it?
哇，你画的真挺好，克里斯博士。这2个力量箭头的大小是一样的，可是球和角却没有朝相反方向移动，为什么呢？
We said that the reaction force always exists and is the same strength as the force that we give. So, why does the ball roll away, but we don't? And why, when playing ping pong and tennis, the ball bounces back, but the bat doesn't? This is indeed the final mystery of Newton's laws, Meng Meng. Today, we're going to put all the laws together to solve it. Let's go. Hi, children. Today, we're going to solve the mystery of the moving ball and the not moving Meng Meng. Are you ready? Meng Meng, why don't you give it another kick?
我准备好了，克里斯博士，看我的。
Whoa! Did you see that? What a great kick, Meng Meng. Well, why does the ball move forward?
我知道，克里斯博士，是力的作用。
Exactly. But what physics rules determine motion from force?
啊，我明白了，肯定是牛顿定律。
Exactly. And we know that there are 3 laws of motion. So what does the first law tell us about the ball?
牛顿第1定律说，物体会保持静止或持续的匀速直线运动，直到合力迫使它改变运动状态为止。我刚刚使劲踢了球一脚，所以它绝对不是保持静止的。
Yes. Newton's first law tells us about the motions of objects, why they move and when they stay still. It says that force is required to create a net force that will determine the motion of the ball. And what about the second law?
第2定律说，加速度等于力除以质量，这也就是为什么球会改变它的运动状态，因为加速度就是运动的改变。
That's right. The principle of acceleration tells us that the more force we put on an object, the faster it will speed up. It also tells us that the less mass an object has, the faster it will speed up still. So, when you gave that ball a kick, you put a force on it, and that means it accelerated. Hey, Meng Meng, here's a big basketball. Come, give it a kick.
没问题。
Good. But Meng Meng, can you tell me why the little soccer ball moved very, very quickly, but the big basketball only moved a little?
因为足球的质量很小，所以足球的速度比篮球的速度增加得快。
Good work, Meng Meng. That was some clever mathematical thinking. Now, what about the final law, Newton's third law?
哦，对，牛顿第三定律说的是，每一个作用在一个物体上的力，都有一个反作用力作用到另一个物体上。
Right. The reaction force is of the same strength, but acts on a different object. So what does this tell us about the motion of the ball? In other words, where was the reaction force acting?
好像没有什么关系，克里斯博士。反作用力是作用在我身上的。
Very clever. So we just learned the physics of the moving ball. But why does the same lesson not apply to Meng Meng? Why, if there's a reaction force on Meng Meng, does she not roll away? That is our mystery. Kids, do you know the reason behind it? Kids, the answer to our riddle is quite tricky. Newton's laws do apply to Meng Meng. In fact, they apply to everything in the universe. The car, the plane, and even you.
可是克里斯博士，我还是没弄懂。我知道有反作用力的存在，因为我感觉到了。可是为什么我没有像球一样移动呢？
Well, what is the difference between you and the ball?
我总是很饿，球一点也不饿。
That's true, Meng Meng. You are very silly and the ball is not as well. But what about the difference in your size?
我的体型？哦，对，我的体型，我的质量比球的质量大。
You got it. You have a lot more mass than the ball. And what do Newton's laws tell us about mass?
牛顿第二定律说了，加速度等于力除以质量。
Good memory, Meng Meng. So what do Newton's laws tell us about the acceleration of a big object like you versus a small object like the ball?
我明白了，因为我的质量大，所以我的加速度小。我的加速度小到你甚至注意不到我运动的改变。哇，物理太酷了！
Good job, Meng Meng. You've understood Newton's laws. How about you, children? Have you understood them as well? Can you think of some other examples of reaction forces where one of the objects doesn't seem to move?
我知道，引力就是这样。我们去太空的时候，你说过我在拉着地球，地球也在拉着我，但是我拉不动地球，这也是为什么苹果总是落在地上，而不是地面飞向苹果。
That is a great example. Gravity is the force pulling everything together, but the Earth is so big. It has a lot of mass, and therefore it has very, very, very small acceleration. You pull on the Earth with the same force that it pulls on you. But Newton's law tells us that only you have a noticeable acceleration.
那在我们跳的时候呢？我们不是在拉着地球，而是在推它，对吗？
Another good example. When we jump, we push down on the Earth, and the reaction force, according to Newton's third law, is the Earth pushing back on us. So when I jump, the Earth and I are really pushing each other apart.
哇，牛顿定律简直太酷了！我要唱首歌。
曾经有个传说，牛顿遇到苹果，不是只能收集，是500年前的水果，落在先生头顶，砸出全新学说。是运动是什么？